so throat. I'm seriously starting to think I have COVID. I better not have it. Because I'll seriously miss a great birthday party this weekend. Oh, there I am. I was going to watch a movie, but the movie ended up being really boring. So then I started watching The King of Queens, which I've seen a gazillion times. Plus, my throat is so sore. Hi, Wendy. How are you? How you doing? I'm starting to believe I have COVID again. My throat is killing me. I was just bored, that's all. I have nothing special to say. That's good. What time is it there? You're like in tomorrow, aren't you? 'Cause you're like 13 hours or something ahead of us. Yeah, I hope not. But this is how it started. All 3 times I've had it, it always started with a sore throat. 1 p.m. So it's lunchtime where you are. And here it's not even midnight here. Oh, I missed your live the other day. I heard it was pretty good. Where was I the other day? I can't remember. I don't know. I do not know. I haven't missed the big fight. You do know that Behaven and I are okay now, right? We're not fighting. She apologized to me. We're good, which is fine with me. At least she had the guts to come to me and say she was sorry. Yeah, wait until next week. I would have my finger on the record button if I were you, because something's going to happen. I can't say what, but it's coming. It's going to happen. And it's going to be good. Uh, See, I'm really bad for that, for recording. I never, yeah, stay tuned. But, it's going to have to be next week. So I'm going to a birthday party this week. It's my sister in law's 60th birthday, and her daughters are giving her a surprise birthday party. So we're all invited. But if I have COVID, I won't be able to go. So I get everybody else sick. So I'm just praying. Um, I can't really give you a hint because it'll give it away. Just be prepared. Next week is going to be an interesting week. An interesting week. And not everybody's going to be happy, but That's okay. That's okay. There's too many two-faced people around here, and frankly, I'm sick of it. Behaving. Hi. I was just telling Wendy V to get her finger on the record button next week because she's going to have some interesting things to see or watch. But I'm not giving it away. I won't tell anybody. I'm hoping, I'm praying this isn't COVID. What's that? What's that icon mean? Jonathan, hi. Not much. I just had a really bad sore throat. I didn't want to look in a certain panel horror on someone's panel. So I came over to my channel. Didn't have to listen. How are you, Jonathan? Sometimes when you try to get away, it just doesn't work out well. Really? Am I? It might be my fan. I got my fan going because I was sweating. How about now? Is it okay? Oh, my throat is killing. I can't even swallow. It's killing me. Oh, that's because I had my phone in my hand. I like to watch. I like if when I go live on StreamYards, I like to watch the chat on YouTube because then if I want to wrench someone up, then I can wrench them up. I'm praying. At least my doctors, if I call them and tell them I think I have COVID, they'll send a prescription in to the drugstore for me. And usually within 4 days, I'm okay. So I will check tomorrow and see if my throat is still sore. I will do a test to make sure. Yeah, I put the phone down. I just wanted to why's there 10 people in here and nobody's talking? I was going to watch a movie. I started watching it. It was stupid. It was called Terrifying Tales. Why I want to watch movies like that when I got a freaking things that go bump in the night here. You notice that too? You notice that too? Yeah. Well, I can't barely swallow. What do you do for a sore throat? Anybody know? It's like I was trying to suck on candies, but that's not helping. And it's been a couple of days now that I've had a sore throat. You notice that? Mm, yes, do you remember, Wendy, when you and her got into it in Trisha's Discord? Oh, God, that was funny. That was funny. Oh my gosh. She was so insulted because I can't remember. It was about Mary, I think, and she wanted to bring her up on my panel, and I said no because she had passed away, and I did not want to, I did not want to do that because I know what it's like if you bring up some. Uh, what is this? Ale. Hello. Hot tea and gargle with warm water, warm salt water. Mm. Tea makes me want to throw up though. That's the only problem with tea. Oh yeah, Wendy. I wanted to ask you, does Jason Callan owe you an apology? What happened there? Because I kind of read the riot act to him yesterday, or when last time I went live. So I told him I couldn't give him, because I give a lot of people wrenches. I told him I couldn't give him a wrench because he wrenches with his feelings. And before that, he had said he can't talk to certain people because he's seen them on panels of his enemies. So I said, no, I couldn't trust him. I wasn't trying to be mean. Hot. Yeah, maybe I'll try that later. But tea makes me like want to throw up. That's the only problem there. Maybe lemon, hot lemon or something. I'm just hoping it's like just a sore throat and it'll be gone by tomorrow. I hate sore throats. Yeah, well, I think um, I don't know if he's got Asperger's. He's got some kind of, you know, he's got some kind of issues. Well, he takes things on here too seriously. Like if you're nice to him, you're his girlfriend. I've tried to be nice to him. I mean, I didn't. I told him I wasn't giving him a wrench because I didn't trust him not to wrench with his feelings. Because you know how that worked out with Nunya. She would block people willy nilly, and same with Samara. They would block people like was going out of style. So you have to be careful who you give a wrench to in your chat. Yeah. Well, he's got 12,000 subscribers, so he does those food reviews, and I'll watch them. Oh goodness, I'll say. I know I have. God, if I ever get to the point where my doctor says you have like 6 months to live, I'm deleting my channel. I don't want my kids seeing it ever. There's, I know too much. If that makes any sense, I know too much about people, and a lot of it is not good. So when you start to know too much, Ayo, I know you. Where do I know you from? Hmm. I was driving for real. Gargle with warm salt water several times a day, Carla. You can Google. I'll try it after I get off the live. I wasn't even going to go live. All I was going to do was watch a movie because I don't want my husband coming in here and screaming at me and embarrassing me. He has a bad habit of doing that. One time, when COVID first started, I was on a live stream and I can't remember whose live stream it was. He came into, I was upstairs and he came upstairs and he said something about he, he, I would be proud of him because he bought all this toilet paper. And I'm like, trying to, I was trying to wave at him and say, don't say that. I'm on a live. It's like, he doesn't give a shit. He don't care. He doesn't care about YouTube. He never has. But when he went on that panel, he was screaming. He's like, don't you fucking guys work? That was in the middle of the night. It was, I don't blame him because, he was sound asleep and I did wake him up. So I don't really blame him, but I should have been a little more quiet. No. Yeah, and then he went into the bathroom, and I followed him into the bathroom. And I said, "Don't you ever embarrass me like that again." He's like, "I don't give a shit about those people." He's even told me, I've been on panels, Wendy, where he's told me literally, "Get off," because I'll be upset. That's when I used to take things so seriously. I think that's half the reason why my health went bad. Is it still doing that? You might be hearing my fan because I turned my fan on. I don't know. It's been so boring. Like there's really nothing to watch besides Scott, Phil, who else? Dana, Groiper. But I don't know these people. So I just kind of go anywhere I feel like. So I even went in your stream, Wendy, New Year's Eve. Well, it was New Year's Day, I think, where you were. And I can't remember who was there. I don't know. But you guys looked like you were having. Oh, Vinny was in there. Yeah, I'm not much for Twitch. Yeah, maybe we should ban good natured one. What was I going to say? I've done some pretty rotten things on here. Hi, Lady K. How are you? Yeah, it gets kind of boring, especially if the same people are talking about the same people. Like, you know, how much more? They usually pick someone that's mentally ill. And, what fun is that? Yeah, it's blowing. I was sweating, so I had to turn my fan. I'll turn it off if it's bothering you. Oh, hang on. Is that better? I just turned it off. I shouldn't put it on because I know it's annoying. It's not annoying when you're really hot. Oh, because then I wouldn't get any breeze. I'll turn it back on when I'm off YouTube. I know. Yeah, it is nice and quiet. Yeah. It's actually been cold. Pretty cold here. I mean, we had a spurt where it was really hot. Then it like couple weeks where it like rained almost every day, and now it's getting cool again. So who knows? Yeah. Wendy, do you remember the good old days, Wendy? When you used to come into my live streams? I think you used to come in almost every morning. And then we fought. I think, oh, I remember what it was. You were with I think Blue Topaz was on your panel, and I came into your live stream and she told me to get the hell out because I had said something about you. Oh my God, she was mad at me. Yeah, I did. I popped actually back in those days, Wendy. I popped a lot of panel cherries. I used to just let anybody come up, which I paid sorely for. Oh, see, I don't know her that well, but when I came in and she did that to me, I stopped going because I thought you had told her that you didn't want me in there. So I'm like, okay, I'll respect that. I no big deal. But I had gone live about you too. I called you a drunk and blah blah blah, which was stupid. And like I was talking to Behaven, and I said some of the things that I've said to people um, have been really mean. And then when I get off, I feel awful about it, especially if I've hurt someone's feelings. And I know I have hurt people's feelings on here. So, yep. Yes, ma'am. Samara was really bad for blocking and wrenching with her feelings. Hi, Dana. How are you? That's why I told Jason I couldn't wrench him up. I couldn't trust him. Um, Not that I was trying to be mean. I'm just like, Jason, until you can prove to me that you can wrench without your feelings and stop saying about your enemies, because I told him it was ridiculous. She's still a tyrant. But, you know, they'll learn. Yeah, it's not a good thing. If you wrench with your feelings, you're going to end up blocking people that maybe the creator or the person that stream it is doesn't want blocked. And that's why I told Jason I'm not trying to be mean, but you keep talking about your enemies and you saw your enemies on someone's panel, and so you can't go in there because they're on a panel of someone that you don't like, so I can't trust them. But I wasn't trying to be mean. I mean, I seriously, I have nothing against Jason. He knows that. Yeah, but I think you redeemed yourself by, you know, taking accountability, going live, apologizing for what you did, and just let it go. People have done worse in this community, and it's forgotten about. Uh, so I wouldn't worry too much about what you have done in your past. The past is the past is the past. We all do, Dana. We all do. I don't think there's one person on YouTube that hasn't done something that they're ashamed of. Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. Good, good, good. This, what is that icon? Wait a minute. Let me look at my phone. Oh, where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Um, where am I? Oh, there I am. Just turn that off. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's Smile. I'm sorry, behave. I just couldn't resist when Wendy came in because I didn't expect her to come in because we were talking about how boring it is. And I said, wait till next week. I said, put your finger on your record button because it's going to be good. So, so the anticipation is killing her. But it's always good to, you know, yeah. Well, at least we fixed our little whatever we had done. And I apologize to you, apologize to me because I said some nasty things to you too. So, you know, and like I said, when I called you that name, I said karma got me. I ended up gaining 20 pounds. So I'm just trying now to lose weight. Yeah, I'm adulting. Wish it wasn't. I'm such a big baby when I have a sore throat. I did. And karma got me because then I gained. I even got to the point where I asked my doctor, I asked my doctor to give me diet pills, and he wouldn't. He said, "You're below, you're below what what I can give you prescribed for you." So, but I've lost about 10 pounds now. So, but karma got me. Don't call people, names because karma will come back to bite you in the ass. I told Behaven that. I said, I said, don't feel so bad. I said, because I put on 20 pounds. So, which my doctor is happy about because the surgeon, anyways, because that's what he was worried about. He was worried about me going anorexic. Well, no worry about that. No worries about that. Definitely not that. I can't believe how fat my legs got. Teens taking over the second time. How come they don't press charges on parents for not disciplining and bullying? Yeah. Then they end up like grown-ups with bad behavior. I don't know. I've seen some pretty rotten kids in my day. Hmm. Yeah? Who do you think did that? I remember that. I know I didn't. I did not do that. I lost a whole vegan. Oops. Did I say that out loud? Behave yourself. Behave. Oh, gosh, cross your fingers this isn't COVID because this is how it started the last 3 times I got it. You might have. I think that's at the time when I wasn't going in your lives because I was too afraid of Blue Topaz. I was afraid she'd yell at me again. I could not believe just by going in and saying hello that she would just go up one side of me and down the other. Because I didn't know her that well. I knew she was on your panel a lot. And I knew I had done some rotten things about you, but I was willing, I was just let things go. It is what it is. Yeah, I have 3 or 4 tests here. Mm. Oh, yeah, well, you know what I think about that. Oh, that's when I was in the hospital, you mean? This Wendy? Oh, yeah. Someone told me to go back and listen to it, and I went and listened to it, and it was like, hmm, she was. Oh, when you call me a little old lady, Wendy, you do realize that Nanya and figure skating coach are the same age as me, right? So if I'm a little old lady, so are they. Although they'll never admit it. Hi, Glowy. What's the matter? What happened? Oh, I was just saying, I hope I don't have COVID. My throat is killing me. And this is how it started the last 3 times. Yeah, you actually held back. At least you gave her credit for her apology. That was hard for her to do. I'll tell you that right now. Even I was impressed with that because I know she didn't. Yes, I remember that. But you know what? I guess I got over the years, I got thicker skin because things didn't bother me as much as, and even now, things don't bother me. Like, why would I care about strangers on the internet or what they think of me? You know, I'm not going to because are they going to come and have coffee with me at my house? No. Plus, we just bought a house. My husband's company just got taken over by another company. So we're back and forth right now. And I'm still not out of the woods as far as my health. When I had my last CT scan, they found something in my lungs. So I'm hoping my doctor read the scan and he said it wasn't not anything to worry about. So knock on wood. Hi, Super Cereal. How are you? How you doing? I'm going to stop going in Scott's lives because he never comes in here. So screw that. He can come in here once in a while. He doesn't. Even Hondo comes in here. How are you doing? Oh my God. I watched these twins on YouTube. This a mother, and it's, well, she's got her own channel, but she also has a channel with her, like, three. Well, they're three now. They have got to be the smartest kids I've ever seen in my life. They not only learn to speak, but they're learning sign language at that age, at 3 years old. It's wow. It's amazing. I'll think about it. The thing is with me, Wendy, when I was going live every morning, it just got to be, it, the more I went live, the more things people had to go at me at. And then when I stopped going live, I, I found I could do a lot of stuff around the house. I'll think about it. Um, well, he can come here once in a while. Oh, I am a spitter, that's for sure. To the chagrin of my husband. Yeah. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't. I can't swallow. Even thinking about it makes me gag. I've always been a spitter. Ugh. I think I said that one time in my life. Doesn't taste like buttermilk. Don't. I'm going to start gagging pretty soon. I've always had a weak stomach as far as that. Thinking about stuff that makes me sick will make me actually seriously will make me gag. Yeah, I know. I shared a lot of things I shouldn't have shared. I remember. Does anybody remember when Brian St. John got really mad at me? He went down. This is when I first started going live. He jumped off the panel and he kept pulling his pants down and showing me his ass. And I didn't know how to close down the stream. And I was panicking because I thought I was scared I would actually bring him back up and his ass would be sticking there. And he kept holding up this thing, this note. And afterwards, I asked him what it said because I couldn't tell what it said. He said, it said, kiss my ass. So, no, I don't even see him anymore. Because all he was talking about was Darlie Routier. The thing is, when you go, no matter where you go in here, they're all they're all doing the same thing over and over and over, and it gets boring. Oh my God, it. Well, I can laugh about it now, but at the time I was new and I didn't know what to do. I seriously panicked, and I was thinking, oh my God. You were good to him too, behaving. You were good. I was good to him. And then he turns around and sends a pizza to my house. He sends a pizza to my house. And my husband goes outside and he goes, did you order a pizza? And I'm like, no. And I figured it out. He just wanted me to know that he knew where I lived. So it was him. And then he said I was allergic to pizza because I did a live or something about it. Yeah, well, you didn't miss much. It wasn't much. Yeah, I can't remember why I kicked him off my panel. He did something nasty. Brian was like that though. He could be nice when he wanted to, but you know, but we've seen both sides of him, and it's like I think he has I think he has a split personality, or he has a manic. He goes manic sometimes. And I know what that is because I'm bipolar. So, except I'm on meds. So, I'm on meds for that, which is that a birthday cake? Whose birthday is it? Wait a minute. Is that someone's having a birthday? My husband's birthday was on the 19th. It's so weird because my ex-husband's birthday was on the 19th of May. My current husband's birthday is on the 19th of May. My grandson's birthday is on the 19th of May. And then as far as birthdays go, oh my God, we've got so many birthdays in October. My one grandson is one day after mine. I bought my husband a chocolate truffle cake because I felt bad that I forgot about him. I remembered my grandson, I just forgot about him, which, I had a cake that I really liked, and it was vanilla cake, and the icing wasn't too sweet. I can't remember. The icing was, I think it was made um, with whipped cream, and it was so good. But the thing with me is I can't eat too much sweets. When I try to eat too much sweets, I get sick. Even though I do sometimes, I will eat too much, like the other night, and then I'll pay for it. Another thing is garlic. Garlic. Oh, I can't eat garlic. Garlic will kill me. And I love it. I love cooking with it. I love how it tastes, but I can't eat it. I'll be up all night, you know, burping up garlic because it's sick. It makes me sick. Well, that's what happens when you have two ulcers, which they actually did go in and do a, I can't remember, exploratory or whatever you call it, and they did tell my husband she has two ulcers, but that was no surprise really. Do you know what I really like, and I had it in a restaurant a couple of weeks ago, was apple pie with cinnamon ice cream. It was so good. It was so good. And I'm not a pie eater. I don't usually like, I'm not usually one that really likes pie. I'm having a hot flash now because I had to turn the fan off. Carrot cake is good. Carrot cake is really good. My mom used to make hers with, I think it was pineapple, crushed pineapple. And it was so good. I watch, and there's a channel. Well, I go on TikTok a lot and type in recipe. What do you call it? Viral recipes to see what kind of viral. No, it's okay. I'm not going to stay up here forever anyway, so I'm probably going to get down pretty sure. How long have I been live? Let me see. How do I do that? Oh, 46 minutes. I know when I used to go live in the morning, I could barely make it to an hour and then I'd want to get off. I don't know. I just had this thing about couldn't stay on panel. And yet, when I used to go with Miss Damina. I used to go for a long time, long periods of time. But Diana, OMG, how are you? How are you doing? I see your TikToks all the time. Is it TikToks or your shorts where you're dancing? I see them all the time, everywhere. I listen to your channel too. I took a break. I took a break and just watched. Yeah, you look good. I I showed my husband your channel. He goes, "She's hot." He couldn't believe how old you were. He was like, he thought you were in your 30s. I said, "No, she's my age." And he goes, "Oh my God." He didn't say it to be mean, but I knew what he meant. She looks way better than me. So my husband thinks you're hot. So yeah, I'm too lazy to do all that work. I mean, the most work I get right now, it's ever since I got sick, has been walking. Just walking, going up and down the stairs. And my doctor said that's okay. It's you walking is good for you. So I certainly can't jog. So I'm so surprised to see you, Diana. Oh my God, you should see her. Her she gets down and shakes her hair and shakes her legs and goes up and down and oh my gosh. I don't know if I could do that. I've been watching a lot of those videos where you sit in a chair and do your exercise and then that when I was going through rehab in the hospital, that's how they what they tell you to do anyways. They tell you to do it in a chair. A lot of walking up and down the stairs, especially when they find out that you're living in a two-story house. They make you go up and down the stairs. I don't know how many times. And I still fell flat on my face. I'm so clumsy. Not red chips. Ahoy. It's too soft, but I do like regular chocolate chip cookies. I was so thinking about making those last weekend. But then we were coming back here, so and we knew we were going back there because she's having a birthday party this weekend coming up. Oh, I just had some surgeries, Diana, and I wasn't in a good place, and not only health wise, but mental health wise. And it was just getting to be too much for me to go live all the time. So I needed to take a break. And I'm glad I did, because it was a good thing for me to do for myself. Jonathan, I always want to laugh. That's cool. That's cool, Jonathan. That's why I go on TikTok and type in viral recipes. I mean, some of those things are way out there that I would never eat in a million years, but some of them look pretty good and easy and fast, especially I like the crock pot ones. I have to stop watching TikTok though, because they always have those, where they're selling you stuff, and I'm such a sucker for that. So I need to stop doing that. There's actually a pair of shoes on there that I want. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. That is so sweet. Like I said, I have been watching you. I've been watching your dancing videos and stuff. I don't know how you do. I don't know how you get so much energy, but then, you know, maybe I'll be there. Maybe I'll get there one of these days. I'm just so ashamed of my all the scars I've had on my body now from all the surgeries I've had to have. It's just awful. I wish I could get a plastic surgeon to get rid of them, because, God, I've got like, okay, honey, you don't worry about it. I'm not going to be on much longer, anyways. My neck is kind of sore because it's crooked. Yeah, but they're really ugly. Oh, Diana, because I got a staph infection, right? And so they sent me to a, a doctor in the same office building, and he looked at my arm because it swelled up, and he looked at me and he said, I am not comfortable sending you home. So I went right from the doctor's office into the hospital, and the very next day they put me on an IV drip. The very next day they did surgery, and they drained the infection, but they didn't drain it all. So the next day it swelled up again. So they had to do another surgery. So I've got two surgeries on my right arm, two scars. I have another one on my left where I developed a hematoma, and he had to drain, he had to drain it. And oh my God, he's squeezing so hard. It was like, if you see those pimple popper videos, that's what he was doing to my arm. I was like, don't squeeze. Oh God. And he ended up being a quack. He lost his job. Wonder why. He said it took him, when he operated on me, he told me it took him, well, it took them, because he had his assistants help him. 45 minutes to stop the bleeding. That I guess I'm a bleeder. Even though they had told me, I think, a week ahead of time to stop taking blood thinners. Oh, I think I'm good now. But right now I've got a sore throat and I'm hoping it's not COVID. But I think yeah, I think I'm going to go too. I'm going to go to bed. Um, and then turn my fan on. So, guys, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I know this was like a bye, Jonathan. Bye, Diana. Bye, Wendy. Bye, whoever else is in here.